All right. So real quick, before we hop into the pick ban of this, I want to go over some things about just regions. Sorry, I just bumped the mic. So, a couple things to check out just in terms of win rates, all that good stuff. So, as we can see, Griffin is by far the best team in this. I think it's without a question that Griffin is the team to beat in LCK. And they do have some insane stats. So, picks and bans. So, the big thing here is that the mage meta bot lane is a lot bigger for LCK. Cassiopeia is a lot higher contested. LeBlanc's higher contested. Vlad is flex bottom more. Wherever Victor is on this list over here, he can go bottom quite a bit more. I apologize. This should be the last time I show. Good friends hanging out back home. Another thing is that the Olaf win rate here is a lot higher than with other regions. So that's something really interesting. Olaf actually has not won a game in it. Blows my fucking mind. But anyway, you can also see here that so Cassiopeia is also highly contested, but this is also an inflated stat because these guys played so many games on 9-2. The really interesting thing is that Renekton has in its here. I haven't seen these games. I don't know. Some of these things are just good trends to see in terms of like what a champions. Solutions in every single game. Galio support and Tom Kench support are played a ton. Thresh has also played a ton. You can see what I was talking about here with the Cass and the Vlad. Cassio, these guys played on 9-2 like forever. The rest of the season. They have enough games on 9-4 yet? Okay, yeah, we can look at 9-4. So he's getting banned out a lot more now. Let me see the block. Oh, Saunders goes through quite a bit. Vlad, a lot of Vlad bans. Holy shit. More Callista. These guys haven't played enough games in 4. Still have so much Kaisa being played. Excuse me, I did say I was getting over a cold. Olaf with this 38% win rate, so Olaf's falling off a bit here. Anyway, these are just some good things to know before you dive into a series. Alistair is a sick winner. Also is a sick. So, good things to know. And it's always really good to keep track of these things. I think even LEC. Good enough region where some of this stuff should matter. Jace isn't allowed to be played in this patch. Rek'Sai is extremely prevalent, whereas Rek'Sai for LCK. Yeah, she's some presence, 40%, but not as much as we see. 78% win rate too. I do think a lot of the good teams are just grabbing Rek'Sai and kind of running over the bad team. Excel and Rogue are pretty bad. Anyway, I also want to see what the trends are for these specific teams. As you can see here, Griffin. Oh my god, been like no infernals in their game. So Griffin most banned against the Aurelia. Obviously, I'm surprised that Zoe isn't banned a ton by Griffin. What I find interesting is that Lehens plays Thresh, but not too hot. But so oftentimes I get rid of it. And this is also one that played. He brought out Orange support first. He's played Elise support. He was the first one to play Galio support. He played the Sonder support. So I find it interesting they take out Thresh a lot of the times. You look at SKT. That's not the case. A lot of Ezreal and Lucian bans towards Teddy. Cassio bans are kind of for everyone. I also want to note the Akali ban against. And like I said, the Hens was the first one to play Galio. That team with Galio was just ridiculous. We have some more stats here. Really interesting thing to note is that Viper, his champ pool is anything. Guy is ridiculously good. His Vladimir record is just out of this world, and as good as Chovy is, I almost think that Viper's the one that you really have to look out for. Chovy's the best player on the team, though. His Zoe is phenomenal. His Akali he made Akali look like the champion deserves the nerfs that she currently has. Just absolutely gutted. I apologize. Unfortunately, this is a trend that's probably going to continue. Something that's important to note here is that Urgot, I'm going to steal this from Papa Smithy's stream. Urgot was so strong because he could take Spellbook in the top lane, nullify any matchup, and then actually win harder with Spellbook and having that utility. It was a blind pick top. It was really safe to pick. That's not the case anymore. And for a team like Griffin, they do index towards tankier top lanes. See that Urgot Scion just kind of putting Sword up on an island and letting Sword kind of do his thing. If you're going to pick a weak point for this team, it'd probably be Sword. Tarzan is not the weak point. This guy is ridiculous. He has 2 games on Evelyn, which he absolutely shit stomped. This guy might be, you could argue that he is the best jungler in League of Legends right now. I think most would say yes. Always arguments to be had, though. So, bring that to SKT. Thanks. Excuse me. I think something that's really interesting about SKT, God, I'm struggling, is the fact that Faker this season has indexed towards very tanky and supportive mid laners. At the start of the season, the guy was on Galio duty. He got nerfed. Urgot duty. He's on Sonder duty. He's been playing a lot of utility and support. And as the meta's been shifting a little bit, is starting to stray back into a more damage role. But oh man, I apologize. But a lot of the team is focused around Teddy. You can also see that SKT loves Ezreal Tahm Kench. They're very good at it. Teddy was an early adapter of Kalista. Teddy has not played anything like Yasuo bot, which Viper has. But you just see like all the champs that Faker's been playing. Sion, Silas. The majority of the games coming out Urgot, Lysandre, Galio. The really tanky picks, more supportive, which lets Clid go off on stuff like Lee Sin. He's an incredible Lee Sin player, and then Khan is indexed for heavy damage, which is very different from Sword. So there are some big differences between these teams going in. You can also see that Khan's damage percentage is significantly higher than Sword's, whereas Clid's damage percentage is significantly lower than Tarzan's. However, Clid is really integral in setting up plays for this team. And excuse me, Teddy, highest KD, and the highest damage percentage. I think some of that can be attributed to playing a lot of Ezreal, but I also think that it's just because Teddy is really good. See that Ezreal is probably going to be highly contested. It's just a strong pick, but Lucian, the Viper is insane on Lucian. He was like maxing W, whereas Teddy was opting more less Lucian, more Ezreal. Doesn't have a great win rate on Lucian. I'm going to clear out my throat. Give me a sec here. Well, that's why we have the tea and water going. Oh, sorry. I'm really hacking. Oh my. Anyway, so I think with that we can start diving into the ban. Um, let's see. I already see Shen support. I'm just gonna kind of skip ahead here. Take a big look at things. So SKT taking Galio away from Mohens. I find it interesting. Okay, so the Vladimir's good. They got 3 people that can play Vladimir. Even though you're most likely going to expect Viper to play it. Viper is just an incredible Vladimir player. And then we have Jace, Callista, and Lucian being taken. Once again, Griffin putting a huge priority on Lucian. They'll first pick it happily. Will also pretty much deny it from everyone. I think the Callista ban is interesting too. Taking that out of the hands of Teddy. So then we get in the pick ban. So we have Braum, first pick. Pretty solid support for SKT. Just hides a lot. Opens up quite a few compositions and kind of denies a poke comp. That said, Griffin grabs Shen support, I assume. It's still a flex. And the Zoe. So Zoe not too hot into Braum, but Zoe's probably the strongest mid laner. Which then Faker grabs the Blanc. So this is actually pretty interesting. A lot of people in NALCS and LEC. LEC is actually like kind of 50-50, but the Western regions are ending up picking more Orianna and trying to pick a winning jungle matchup to play into the Zoe to try and zone her off waves. Use the ball to kind of control her in the main. But the Eastern regions are opting more for the Blanc, and this is something that LEC does as well. NALCS does a little bit. I think Froggen opts in for the matchup. But this is something Baker's going to opt in for. Baker versus Chovy. Chovy's statistically been the best mid laner in the league. I think he's the best mid laner in the league. He's also on the best team with the best jungler. So it's easy to look good. Faker, that said, not take anything away from him. He has been having a very good split, as usual. Still an insanely good League of Legends player. Clid green grab is Lee Sin. If you guys haven't seen Clid's Lee Sin, you're in for a treat. This guy's an absolute animal on Lee Sin. And I wish that Como would have unchained Peanut like they've unchained Clid in this team. This guy is crazy good at Lee Sin. We have the Nocturne, so Nocturne Shen, opening that up. Gonna hit more 80 carries, and then pick 1-2. So Ashe, Varus, whereas I find it interesting that SKT actually hits the top lane pool. So they ban the Ryze and Fiora, 2 good matchups into the Aatrox, and then it looks like they're going to slot the Aatrox here. I find that pretty interesting. So what I don't find, I do like Tristana and the Kais is alright. That lane should be good too, because the Braum Shen has to make a pretty good play in that lane. But the tricky part here is that the Shen, and SKT did pick into this, but if SKT don't attack the bottom side of the map, the Shen nullifies anything that the LeBlanc and Lee Sin do. And I'm not a huge fan of the Aatrox here. I think there are better top laners on the board. Sion's still up. I know Khan isn't a Sion player that much, but maybe they're expecting a Sion to be picked up here. And it's going to be the nerfed Aatrox. So I really don't know what to think of this draft. It's TP for Teddy too. What are some good things about this draft? So Aatrox wins this matchup now. Still a skill matchup, but Aatrox definitely has the edge. The mana cost and the sword, or mana reduction on the shield, and then the mana increase and the shield like reduction. There's a double nerf on that ability. It was huge. So I'm really kind of curious why Sword is still picking this. I think he's out of options, which SKT might know. It seems kind of weird that they just banned away Fiora and Ryze randomly up here when, I mean, there's still an outside chance you can flex the Shen top, even though we know that that's not very likely. The Nocturne does have some help getting in with the Shen, but that's really the Shen's only way in here. Ulting and Urgot's not going to feel awful with the right score, but that takes a while. Chovy has some poke, but Kai'Sa's not the best at sieging. Kai'Sa is late game insurance, but also SKT took that. Along with Braum with some protection from projectiles, it's going to be really good against Urgot, Zoe, and Kai'Sa, even though Kai'Sa can kind of skirt away around that. I don't know. I think this game's kind of about can SKT use the Blanc, Lee Sin to pressure, and then so they're going to win early game. These guys win mid game, and then you would think that the Braum Tristana might be able to pull it out later, but we will see. Because I don't think the game's going to go that late. But I do think I like SKT's draft better, but the top lane picks are kind of like, what? Kind of questionable. Anyway. See here, I kind of expect, I fully expect a red side start from Nocturne, or these things going to start. As look at that. Hey. Go over here. Yeah, that Clid record. It's 4-0 on Braum. Alright, so we're going to have blue. So same side start. So that takes away the option of vertical jungling. Vertical jungling, I think, might be better for Griffin if they were able to vertical jungle the top side. Just try and relieve some pressure for that Urgot. God, this is like, this mid lane matchup's a dream, man. It's like the two best, they're like best champions since Akali got nerfed. Both Faker and Chovy's best champs. Alright, so early pathing. Excuse me. So this is a conscious effort from Tarzan. Oh god. My voice is bad tonight. Anyway. Hey, look, I'm Faker. Woo. So this is conscious from Tarzan for a couple of reasons, right? So if we're thinking about jungle paths, so we send on the blue side here. So we sends up a camp right now, but the reason that Tarzan does this is because, and just to be clear, Tarzan's gonna go from red to Gromp. It's a conscious effort from Tarzan, because what SKT can do if we Sin gets on this side of the map is that they have Braum Tristana, who's going to shove in early. And they can go up here, take this side of the map. It's a really smart move from Tarzan. He's just ensuring that he gets this side, this quadrant of his jungle. If he doesn't do this now, there's no guarantee that he gets it. That's something that you're going to see like at a competitive level. Definitely not seen in solo queue. Definitely not seen in NA. You could argue if there's a difference or not. I'm interested about this laning matchup because I would think that the Tristana has a big opportunity to actually scale really nicely and can shoo away the Kai'Sa if she jumps in and I can get out with a W. We're seeing some more Tristana now, especially because Callista's back. That laning matchup is outstanding for Tristana because you can drop the E on Kalissa's head and you get the damage off. You can't like suffer from her dodging skill shots and stuff. You can see here Clid was going for it, and now he's down a level. So because once again, if Tarzan does the Krugs, Clid is gonna walk and he would find him at Wolves. So nice move from Tarzan there. It was kind of fun to see my point come to fruition. Well. Kind of interesting to the SKT one for the, as they were just talking about the teleport heal, and they feel like they don't have kill pressure in that lane, and that Viper didn't actually, because Viper loves TP on lane. Also here, Teddy using that lethal tempo to actually like shove the wave. Nice play there from Chovy. And you can see because of Tarzan's pathing choice, he actually gets a full clear off. And he is seen. But Nocturne is going to get full clear, all that XP, gets a crab. That's super good for him. Meanwhile, to the other lanes, we see Faker low. Good landing from Chovy. Faker won't be able to pressure as long as that GLP's up too. Happy parts about winning against Zoe with RNG there. You can see there, that's one of the better reasons why Shen's actually decent in the Braum. It's a matchup that I like. And also, the Hens and Griffin are just really good at playing at it. They can do some disgusting combos with Tarzan. And also, really prevent early game aggression. Get on Teddy there to get the proc. I don't know about that jump, though. It was a little aggressive. I do get it, though, about they are in a 2v1. If Mata has his Q up there, that could have actually been really good. Doing a good job of laning here, but Tarzan is behind. So this is really good. Tarzan drops a pink here. They're guessing that Clid's on the top side of the map. I think they gave it away here with the Hens, and they're just going to actually take the base timing. Kind of a giveaway there from the Hens. Tarzan is going to throw out a Q. Nice from Mata. Stuff that. Really smart from Mata, actually. So they're going to get a really good base timing here. They only lost 1-2 creeps for that. And then they also kind of figured out / guessed where the jungler is. I think Clid's going to take his Krugs. No, his Krugs would be down. Clid's just kind of memeing here. Trying to spot out some vision. That was really good there from Teddy. He prevents the base for Viper. It's also important to note that Khan is actually smashing top lane. So he's up 12 creeps and has had sword under his tower the entire time. So SKT is winning both side lanes. And it's kind of Chovy pinning it down in the mid lane for now. Not that Faker's like losing or doing bad by any means, but Chovy was able to get health bar advantage and turn that into something early. That said, both junglers have kind of been hard farming. Clid is spotted here going for his Krugs, and he's on the other side of the map, whereas Tarzan's going to take Raptor's red. He gets spotted. Khan's doing a really good job of spotting Tarzan, too. That's the second time he's actually spotted him. But Tarzan's still going to do Raptor's red into Krugs. It's going to feel really good. A little bit more of an efficient path here. But really good ward here from Khan to really protect himself. And also, the fact that SKT is getting 2 plays. So this play entirely comes from the fact that Teddy blew TP to get back to lane. This is really good stuff from SKT. So a couple things happen for this to happen. Mata actually stopped a base, which allowed for them to crash a non-cannon wave into the tower. They can't hit it for as long, but it forces Viper to lose more CS and XP. It was good on Mata. Mata also was able to allow Teddy to base by shielding Tarzan Q that we saw down here. So a couple like really cute plays that actually ensures Teddy to get a couple plates here. And this counter pick is coming out really big. for SKT in this lane, as Tarzan should hit 6 off of this. That's really good. We'll see where he makes a play. I fully expect Tarzan to go top or mid, and then the Hens to follow. You can see here, the Teddy's actually got about an extra 150 gold to deal with. So he is able to get up about 600 gold in items. As Khan does play more games to spot Tarzan. But Khan's actually doing a fantastic job here. Oh my god. This is so good from Chovy. So first off, Khan spots Tarzan again. Loses some HP, but this allows for Clid to make this play, okay? So they know that the Hens isn't 6 yet, because they can see him on the creep wave down bot. This is the shit that you just don't see other teams do, right? They saw Tarzan up here, alright? So you know what happens now for SKT? Well, let's fucking go. All right. Now, let's see why they fucked up this play. It's actually a great play from Chovy. So first off, Chovy has heal, which sucks, right? A couple things going against it, but they feel like, hey, let's make a proactive play, try and get Faker into the Blanc ahead, and then we can take, use the Lee Sin and the LeBlanc to do this pretty much. They'll control this part of the map. One of the really strong parts about Zoe is that once Zoe gets like level 9, all right, Zoe can do is you can just shove the wave, and then she can control this part of the map. Okay, and one of the reasons why, well, Chovy's just an incredible Zoe player. One of the reasons why Zoe's so good for Griffin is because it frees up Tarzan. Tarzan, all of a sudden, I should be doing red pings here. All of a sudden, Tarzan, he gets control of the river, and it's Nocturne up, and the rest of the Blanc. So I like how SKT recognizes the fact that bring up mid's a big win condition for them in this early game. I think it's really good from them. Okay, see the execution of this play. How I do this. So this is all good from Clid. The reason why he flashes in there is because he doesn't want Chovy to react with a sleep. He's trying to do this before Chovy's able to sleep. Alright. Chovy uses his actual flash to go pick up Clid's flash, and then flashes out here though, which is like such a clean play. You can see even sneaks in the red smite. That's just really clean from Chovy. But that said, they still, like, it's not for loss, all right? So they lose, they trade flashes, and they do have pressure in the mid lane now. This is the Blanc. So I like this roam up from Griffin, ensuring that they get the crab. Really nice. And now Nocturne. Okay, so now Nocturne's here. This is going to be a big setup. So, wait, I'm going to go back a second because I think I just saw something. Okay, I saw that Ghost Boro. Tarzan is spotted here. You can immediately see that Mata turns. I think they're going to back off. So, once again, tracking Tarzan. SKT is doing a phenomenal job of tracking Tarzan this game. Okay, they know he's on the blue. Clid. I think Clid's just going to do. So bot lane knows to play a little bit further back, but also this frees up Khan. And you see, because Sword was able to take the Ignite, and Khan saw that Nocturne was on the top side of the map because of the tracking, he's actually down a little bit in CS, or at least to what his lead was before. Okay? These are just the handshakes that these top level teams and even most LCK teams just do so much better than NA if you're the NA fan. So these are two of the best teams in League of Legends right now, so this series is really a treat. Really like the fact that Teddy and Mata are pushing, because it just threatens if the Hens does leave for an ultimate. More punishing, because my voice just takes a brutal crack. These are just all like the little things and pressure plays. I also find it really interesting that Chovy took cleanse this lane as Faker. It might look to roam up. No, I think he's just gonna take that and go get. Okay, so Faker got blue. A change that we have seen with Aatrox is Aatroxes are not going for Electrocute anymore, so we have this one going for Grass. We've seen a lot of Conqueror Aatrox and Renekton. Conqueror might have been an option here, but Grasp just ensures that he lives Urgot. I find it interesting though, because Urgot is... Okay, so Sword diving in there. You can see Khan backing off. And you can even see a blue ping going in from SKT. Like, this is how good these teams are. They know if Sword dives in, you just know that he's on the top side of the map. Okay? You even see an on my way ping here. So SKT knows. They're like, all right, Tarzan's top side of the map. Like, let's play up bottom. Let's pressure. Oh, that was a nice chain from Faker. Faker doesn't care. He's the Blanc. He had a W there. He can go all the way back. Yeah, they feel totally safe to go take this third plate. I also like this from Clid, realizing that the third plate's on the table, going to the bot side, and once again they see Tarzan, so he found that ward. Tarzan's kind of scared here. He got nothing to do here but his Krug, so he's trying to get a gank off, but he's not able to do anything instead. Must have been running out. Maybe he wants to TP back. That was a question. Faker's going to find forward. Overall, this is really good for SKT, and you can see here, there's a Mountain Drake and SKT. Look at this pink line. Okay? SKT's vision this game has been fantastic. And you can see here, Griffin is trying to counter that. Zoe did get the uppity up in mid. They were able to take out one of those pinks and put down one of their own. And I actually like that from Chovy. His pink was spotted on top, so he actually moved his pink. Good stuff coming in. All right, Faker finishing the Woodens. It's a pretty big spike. And also, this is okay. I find this very interesting. Tarzan up here, which means that Griffin seeding this. Okay, they're saying fuck it. It's gone. Wait, is this ward not seen? Or did Mata just place this? I actually... Okay, he just placed it. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh my god. Okay. Anyway, back to business. Griffin, they're seeding this. They're like, fuck it. We want this, and we want plates. I find this very interesting, but also, Griffin is okay giving up this Mountain Drake on one thing, the time, alright? The magic number. That's when plates fall. If you can get the Rift Herald before the 14-minute mark, you actually get so much more gold. I mean, you're cracking open 320 gold, like of plates for local gold. You can get plates with Rift Herald. So, I think that Tarzan is going for his top side, and I would not be surprised if he moves top here and just says, you know what? This is gone. I'm gonna try to make a play top, get something else. There's a SKT, really good control. All right, you can see here. I mean, mid's here. We got Chovy basing. We got a pink here. We got a pink here. Really solid here from SKT to secure this Mountain Drake. Not the best first Drake in the game, but hey, burning Baron faster, everyone likes that. That's a good point. Tristana does kill a lot of turrets. The SKT got 3 plates from this lane, so they had counter pick in this lane. They are making bank of it. The BF sword double pickaxe from Viper here. Does that so he can proc the Q, makes a lot stronger. Dodge out. I also find it interesting that Teddy went Ninja Tabby, trying to dodge out on some of the Nocturne and Urgot damage, along with the Kaisa autos. Quid should go in here. This is really good from Quid. So, remember I was talking about getting the Herald and also the Mountain? Quid actually landed 2 Qs on Tarzan there, and bot lane even roamed up. Wow. So SKT is going to get the Herald. I don't know if they're going to get plays from it, but really nice play from SKT to get both Mountain Drake and the Herald. Utilizing that pressure that LeBlanc has. They're going to lose plates for it, but they're trying to get those plates back. I think Quid's going to insta-drop this. They're going to drop it mid right fucking now. Alright, here we go. Khan's out. And they get, okay. I don't think they got gold for plates mid. That's awkward. SKT's gonna get first tower though. Okay, this is really good from SKT. Got mid and bot almost down. Getting mid lane tower down from Zoe is also huge, especially with the LeBlanc Lee Sin. Like, that's what's going to free him up to be a terror for the next, like, 8 minutes of the game. It's an absolute terror. He'll be probably, yeah, he picked up. That's so fun. I don't think I got any local. So Tarzan's first gank wasn't successful too. Really well played on Khan's part. Surprised he made it out. Really good stuff from SKT. I mean, so far they have what I would consider the more proactive early game. I mean, they have a Lee Sin, they have a LeBlanc. And they were able to take Mountain, they were able to take Rift Herald, and they have a lot of standing. They've been able to win both bot and mid pretty hard. We have Teddy here going for the rapid fire cannon. I do like this a lot in Tristana. Getting the early crit and attack speed, because once you kill those minions, the AoE damage gives you the shove, and also the rapid fire cannon just take down more turrets. And SKT's vision line here too. I mean, you can see here, Baker's able to play so far up these 2 wards. Right now, like Nocturne's 9, he kind of needs to be. They have 2 out of the 3 spots covered where he can feasibly gank mid. They have a pink up here. This pink has not been spotted by SKT, by the way. I've known that's been there for a long time. They're about to knock down bot here. They got a rapid fire cannon on. First tower for SKT. Really good stuff from Teddy. Really cashing in on that counter pick. You see how far up they're playing too. Tarzan's got Paranoia up again. It looks like he's just returning top. Quid knows this too. No, he's going. Quid sniff that one out. Parts of me have been impressed with Quid. Baker's got a blue right now. This rotate from Mana was spotted. Tarzan was also spotted. And we have Mountain Drake coming up. So Mountain Drake, I think SKT probably, I think they want to fight this. They have LeBlanc at an item and a half. They've got Lee Sin at an item. They have Aatrox at an item. Tristana is ahead of the Kaisa and is going to be stronger in this fight. I think this is a fight that SKT definitely wants to take. Let's see if they can get the vision down. What's Griffin thinking? I think they know Faker's in base. I think that's why they're pulling it out. And they have the Zoe just raining in hell. This is really good though from SKT, and not a great start here from Griffin. And okay, so SKT's got a great position on this. Key thing to see here, all right? Sword is ahead of the play on Aatrox. Aatrox is going to base and buy. Sword's doing that right now. Now, where can Sword TP that makes sense, right? This would be scary, but it's a little deep. That's probably too deep. He probably needs a ward right around here. Or he goes in the mini wave down here. Meanwhile, Aatrox has a lot of good places to TP, right? He can go here, here. All these are really safe, all right? And this is a beautiful flank here from Faker, all right? So Faker, right here, and the Hens is already out of position. Mata gets to cut off this choke point. I kind of fully expect Mata flash ult here. I think, like, right here, SKT fights, they have numbers at the moment. They're in really good shape. I fully expect for Mata to just send it. No. Okay, never mind. Urgot's gonna go there. All right, I'll watch this again. Get this fight.
The W landing from Viper doesn't have the ultimate, remember, so can't actually follow. That's going to be just Mata picking up a kill, and SKT still hungry. Mountain Drake.
Only one went down? Clid didn't die? Clid stopwatched. He stopwatched the Urgot ult? Is that what they were saying? I want a replay. I'll go over it on the replay. And then we'll go over the reset too. Figure it out. Are we gonna get a replay? Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, missed chain. Okay, so this is really interesting from Clid. Clid drops that ward, but he doesn't take it. And I do like this TP position from Khan a lot. What they're gonna do is the LeBlanc and the Aatrox go in here, and it just draws a lot of confusion. The reason why it's so good is because Teddy, like, their job is almost to distract you from the fact that Teddy's going to pump out a lot of damage. That on top of the fact that Zoe is not necessarily out of position, just playing a little bit further back. I like the setup a lot from SKT, but that said, the Hens and Tarzan pull the trigger so fast. And then Sword's in, and then Viper's in. And he stopwatches. They create a 4-man R there. Viper heals. Teddy goes man as fuck there. Clid somehow gets out. And Shobi dies. I thought at this point that Khan could have went off, but Tarzan uses his stopwatch. Sword. I like this a lot from Sword. Sword's like, hey, Faker, base me. So I do like that a lot from Sword. I'm just chasing Faker away. He gets Tarzan out of there. Then SKT's a little low. They don't have the ults or the cooldowns. Good fight. I'm amazed how fast Griffin is able to pull the trigger. Nice flash. Good play there from SKT. That was on the reset too. So SKT, you can see instantly they're playing top side of the map because Baron's coming out. I think it's important to note. It looks like Donna didn't buy anything. Doesn't have any pinks. And see, SKT already has control of the pit, so they come out on top after that reset.
Talking about the calls from Griffin, but often they just know what to do. They don't need to talk about it in these team fights, and SKT have the option of just not playing into it. They can just play around this map and just win in side lanes with a better team composition at winning that way.
And the builds here are so overlapping. If you actually just cast your eyes to the items, there's so many mirror item builds, or much parity between them. Working on a Guardian Angel, both junglers, for example.
Yeah, top lane finishing off their Black Cleaver at about the same time.
Second item completion on Viper,
Alright.
one of the few things that is
These are getting a little boring.
between the two.
Not really. This Baron Dance about to start. So SKT's up in the Baron Dance. I think it's... I really like the Tristana pick in the Viper so far. Good. Just see how much turret damage has been able. This is a little greedy. Possibly. But also SKT, they want to fight right now. Khan got it. This I like. Not greedy. This is good from SKT. Like they have the proactive comp. They've managed to eke out a 2k gold lead here in the last 3 minutes based off a good reset. That fight. I guess that fight and a good reset. And they have control of the Baron Pit. I mean, this is really good stuff from them. Viper doesn't have priority mid and won't have priority against this Tristana. Amazing how far up Teddy's been able to play. Really good point that Papa just made. They don't have control wards on Griffin's side. SKT's only sitting on a couple. Clyd just dropped one. Oh. Good W from Clyd. I think the other ward, he dies or Faker has to take a chunk for him. Nice farming, Khan. Okay, Rage Blade for Kaisa. That's big. Teddy is gonna get this tower though based on the TP. This thing's gone, and SKT could take the Cloud Drake with Khan because they're winning the side lane too if they want. Good stuff. SKT is playing really well. That's something that you really can't defend with summoner spells that Griffin took. Ooh, okay, this is big. Stopwatch for Teddy. Stopwatch is still up for Shen, Urgot, now Teddy. Okay. Lines for Flash. Faker bases. It was kind of a interesting play from Faker because they were doing something on the other side of the map, but that's fine. So that's actually really good from Faker to get the Shen flash. I mean, that's a really good. SKT will take that trade every day. Faker's okay at LeBlanc, as we all know. He's all right. Well, Faker's chains have been kind of him. But I mean, his LeBlanc is probably the most notable in the world. So SKT just groups as 4, and now they take all... Okay, this is so good from SKT. Holy shit. I actually want to go back like a full minute to watch how they do this. Watch the vision line here. This is so good. Alright, so we got this, 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 and this from Griffin, and they're sieging this. Alright? So this sounds kind of weird, but one might think that this is an overstay from Griffin, because watch what happens to their vision line, okay? Here's Griffin's vision line right now. Yeah. Not bad. If you're a losing team, you have vision of Baron, you have a little foothold up here. It's top tower. That's good. And also Griffin's the team where I think now that Viper has Rage Blade, I mean, you might argue the fact that Griffin has a good chance to win a team fight right now. Now watch their vision line just disappear. Okay, this is why you can consider it an overstay. So, a couple things here. These are really greedy bases from Lehens and Chovy, right? They should just take their medicine, go back, and base up there. All right. Now, look at what happens here. All right. So good. SKT. So Khan realizes this, rotates up. Look, now they have mid prio. Guess what SKT gets control of? All of this. Literally the dream for the Blanc Lee Sin. It's so bad that Sword actually has to come up the river. Okay? To try and get mid prio and some of this control over Baron back. He can't even go take the bot tower. Like, what is that chain from Faker? Is he just like trolling so they don't respect his chains later? So yeah, now look at this vision line, alright? Now look at what Griffin one here, and that's pinked by the way. Here, 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 here. Nothing. They have that pocket of vision, which is about to get swept out from Clid. But it's gonna sweep out that pink. Look at this. Oh, this is great. This is good shit. Now, okay, so now SKT resets. All right, it's kind of fun to watch for Baron vision. All right, so here's Griffin's vision. Okay, Griffin just reset. Where are all their pinks? Why does Tarzan did? Okay, you know what? I think Tarzan might have already dropped his, but why does Lehens not have any pinks? Okay, he's basing now. SKT just reset. Look at all the control words they have. That's Pro League at its best right there, baby. Wait, control. Get a zombie word from it. All right, Baron pits theirs. Griffin can't walk into the back red brush. Fog. So now all SKT gets to do, alright? And this is so good for them. All SKT gets to do, alright? Teddy. Mata, Teddy. Yep. Baker. Yep. Baker. The chill over here, alright? If SKT draws the line of battle right there, they win the game. They have LeBlanc, and it's 25 minutes. If they draw the line of battle right there, they win the game. And Chovy had to go Banshee's Veil against LeBlanc. So Chovy is gonna be delayed on his power levels. Usually at this point you go the Relenamicon for the pen. I don't think denying this blue from SKT is fantastic. Did you sack some Baron Vision for that? Oh, that was so good from Chovy. Thinking about it. Outplay. That's alright. See SKT, they shove out mid, they go get a ward, they shove out mid, they're gonna go do that again. Still good stuff though from SKT. I mean, they got the blue. Like denying it from Zoe's nice, but also they're kind of sacking Baron Vision for that. You can see Lehens is trying to sneak in here and get some stuff done, but they've got so much. I also like this a lot. I do like. Okay, I didn't make note of this. Papa just made note of this. I like the double GA right now because like once again, SKT realizes that they have to win in the next like 5 minutes of this game, or else they feel like, you know, Viper might come online. Like they don't want to have Viper come online. Because they do get outscaled. I mean, Zoe's going to do more damage later than Faker, even though I think that the Faker and Zoe, like Zoe's scaling kind of matters on the team she's going against because she's better against squishies. Whereas Faker with LeBlanc is always going to be able to QR squishies. So LeBlanc does scale very nicely. She kind of troughs. Arguably, I think LeBlanc kind of troughs when people start to get like their first MR item. So like she gets 4 or 5 items. Looks like she's going for Banshee's Veil herself. So actually that makes LeBlanc not incredibly strong. You can see, I mean, Petty, ooh. Good stuff from Khan. They win that micro trade and then they go get Infernal. And really good chunk from Faker. Okay. So that just gets SKT Infernal, and that's so good from SKT. And that's what I was just talking about with Faker and LeBlanc. They had really good shit from SKT. Really good stuff. So the Infernal helps delay the scaling. Okay, here we go. Holy shit. I watch it as a fan in the morning. London gets passive. He got Khan out. Holy, saving Private Ryan. Oh, look at Faker. Faker fucking microed his clone there. Oh my god. Gross. This is... Oh my god. Look at SKT. Oh my god. Faker fucking microed his clone. Oh my god. Okay. So things to note right off the bat. First off, this is super good, right? Like they're gonna trap these 3. This is super good. That said, Chovy's a little bit behind on the play. Viper can ult in, the Hens can ult. Another thing to say. This is fucking deep. Like, Khan's in there right off the bat. Okay. This flash from Faker is outstanding because he drops the tether. And Tarzan doesn't flash fast enough to get that on Faker. So, Faker, this in a heartbeat, this goes from being really good for Griffin to really bad for Griffin. Like, really good for Griffin, but really good for SKT. Because now, because they didn't lock down Faker, all of a sudden, look at this. This is exactly what you want for SKT. Faker's over here. Get a flank. Griffin grouped up and has to exit through there. And on top of that, Khan's over here. So this is super, super, super good for SKT. And you can see how it starts to play out. So Khan's forced to play a little bit further back because he just got slept. This ult from Mata is perfect, all right? And it's not perfect because of who it knocks up. It's just perfect because of the zone, all right? Look at that. They're slowed for this entire box. And they all have to walk through here, all right? But that said, Griffin somehow gets out of here. All right, Viper stayed his ult until right there. Really nice use of ult. Gets him out of there. Chovy picks up a flash. Gets out of there. That from Chovy is great. Somehow, they're all fucking out of here. And then Khan actually is like a half second away from getting his passive to proc first, but instead just procs the GA. Alright? Now things get fucking crazy for SKT. Okay. Khan. Beautiful. Beautiful. Somehow gets out. Mata. Beautiful. Somehow gets out, okay? Clit. No, this is fucking insane. Oh, these are like the two best players in the world going at it. So Faker knows right here that he's effed. Look at him. He's trying to use his clone. He is microing his clone. Actually stuffs it, and Clid comes in and saves him. That is ridiculous. Chovy uses actual flash there to hit that bubble too, which is kind of a waste because he's got GA. But oh my god, that play in itself is... I cannot get over how good that... Like, that's fucking insane how good that play is. Oh my god. Okay. So now Sword takes the angle he thought he should have taken there, but misses it, and then Teddy just goes man mode. Teddy picks that one up. Meanwhile, SKT just take mid. This fight went so long. This is beautiful from Khan. I mean, no one can touch him over here, and he gets a couple of really good knockups. This is perfect positioning for Mata. You can see once Mata takes that, now Clid's going for it. Like, this is such good play from SKT. Meanwhile, okay, Clid's dead. All right, they lost Clid for a GA. That's and a tower. Yeah, I guess you replay for that one too. Sorry, I'm digging. I guess I'm just getting over a cold. Ugh. All right, so they know Clid's got nothing, and he's separated from his team. I think Clid realizes here that he's dead, so or else he would have ward hopped towards Faker. Probably. That said, SKT finds an angle. Get a GA from Tarzan. QSS coming in from Tristana. That's really good. It just prevents her from dying to taunt flash from Mulhens, and also she can get away from the fear. Also QSS, Urgot, all. My voice is still struggling. Yeah, the fight was fucking insane. I cannot get over how good that Faker blocking that with his clone was out of this world. That's the stuff that I expect from Faker. That's like the really unique stuff that I just feel like not every player in the world can even come close to doing, and we just expect that shit out of him. It's absurd. All right, so SKT is trying to bait for Mountain. This Baron, they did not play out that cleanly. It was a really good defense from Griffin, actually. Clid being split from the team, Griffin just pressing R a bunch of times and making it happen. Really good stuff from them. Baker going to pick up blue, and now they're going to start the setup where they're 1-3-1, which is definitely how SKT wants to play out this Baron. They want to play it out, maximizing the potential of the Baron buff, getting it on all three waves, because they have the champions to do so. They're actually going to 4-1, try and push down mid. I really want to see teams do this with top and bot more. They're way better, or it's way easier to pull off and a much better defense. been a long discussion why it's better, but it's time. But I do wish Aatrox was bot here if they were gonna 4-1 it. Looks like Baron has ran out. Oh my god. Flipping Mountain Drake, man. Ooh. That's the late game LeBlanc I was talking about. It's bad. Oh, Chovy. Alright, still red. That's good. SKT's got to get out of this choke. They just all jump over. Nice Uke. Yeah, Chovy's got the move speed there, so just good play. Faker. That's still good if SKT to hold that. I mean, really prevents a lot from the Zoe. And SKT's side waves are in good shape. Sword's gonna clean that one up, but once again, really good stuff from SKT. Let's see if they can reestablish control of that top side of the map like they did last time. Wrap this one up. They go for the reset. Yeah, 4 pinks. Griffin does not have enough pinks. They only have 2. We got open item slots. Tarzan, get some pinks. Alright, he's got 2. There we go. This is what I like about watching good League of Legends, because when I watch this game and someone goes like, "Hey, like did SKT win or did Griffin lose?" It really feels like SKT has like won this game. Like Griffin's plays, they've made smart plays. They just weren't able to execute the Nocturne Shen combo, and I think the Urgot pick's underwhelming in general. But it doesn't feel like they've lost by any means. Okay. Pick on by Faker. Okay, they're able to cut it out. And watch this one again. Nice taunt flash from Lehens. Wait, Teddy? What? What was that from Teddy? He literally jumped in place and then picked up 2 kills. What the hell? Did he like jump over a skill shot or some shit? What the heck? Give me a replay. They can do this. They got double mountain. By double lift hates Mountain Drake. Wow. Wow. Even fight. Lose. Alright, so this is really good from Faker, and why late game the Wonk's good. And then he gets picked. Oh, this is what I want to... Okay, so Shen is ulting Nocturne. Going on the Teddy. So this is good from Khan. Khan just fucking suicides, because what he wants to do is he just wants to split the 1-4. Because he realizes that, A, he almost kills Sword. But also, if it's like, alright, I'm just going to keep the other 4 from, you know, killing Teddy. This is where things get stupid. So, nice ult from Sword. That was good. Alright. It's an actual flash from Chovy. Khan flashes away. Beautiful taunt flash here from Wahens. Kills Khan. And then Teddy fails his jump. Manages to pick up 2 kills, which I guess we won't see. But, like, what the hell? That was stupid.
Yeah, looks like they're going for this 50-50. Sword's going to come in with the smite. Paranoia does come down. Who's going to get it? It's going to be the Urgotters now. SKT have to fight with this disadvantage, but they still want it.
Nice kick from Quid. Nice kick from Quid. Oh, beautiful chain. Dead. Okay, we're gonna watch that fight again because that's probably the game. Setup, vision, wards, red wards in the back. I don't think they're gonna matter. Sword gets this with the smite. Sword. All right, so I like this from Khan a lot actually. So Khan's creating an angle here. This is really good because like I said earlier, what SKT wants to do is they want LeBlanc and they want the Aatrox and they want the Lee Sin to just fucking come in a bunch of different angles so that Tristana is able to free hit with the Braum in front of her. Just create kind of a havoc fight and really get on the Zoe. That said, these fights have been really weird because also Griffin drafted a pretty good team to get on Tristana, right? So they drafted the Nocturne, they drafted the Shen. That's really tough to deal with. Anyway, let's play this one out. Alright, so first off, Faker just walks into that. And Chovy doesn't go for the chunk here. I actually want Chovy to go for the chunk. And Viper misses that onto Faker. And meanwhile, Tristana is free hitting behind the Braum shield. And the Aatrox got a ton of AoE damage down. And Quid had a really nice kick. And now Griffin is actually fighting this. That part sucked for Griffin. Now Griffin's using this wall really well. But Faker makes the play of the game. And the play to close the game. Okay. They're able to reset here. Faker lands this chain. And that puts Chovy in his grave. Once again, I think Chovy goes for that chunk on Faker. Things might have played out a little bit differently here. And then Teddy is able to clean up. Okay. We got a series. Takeaways. SK Griffin were not able to make anything happen with the first 2 Nocturne alts. Khan played really well in that matchup. The Tristana counter pick was really effective. And they got 3 plates down there in the laning phase. And Faker on the late game, LeBlanc he made the plays that really got SKT ahead. So, good shit.